Is it?
What the hell was that?
A star with a spike and two. Uh, back. Where is it?
This dagger looks different.
Holy crap! This is the knife. Stop it! Apparently it was the one with the claw. Let's still start in the face. Hey, well. Cut it off.
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it.
That thing.
From what I saw in the
took me some
ledgers,
time to figure
it was
out.
him who sold it to
I was
Sanders.
like, just broke a lot of stuff with the window. And you give me this.
The creature. This dagger was the only weapon capable of pushing it back. If Hawkins was trying to get rid of this shambler, she might have made contact with Drake.
Where I got the book
This
from?
antique dealer has a good knowledge of the occult.
Either I got the
I have
book
nothing to
from,
lose
the
by
piano,
meeting him.
or got from one
You've
of the
got your
buildings.
spunk back. Go where you want. I'm staying here to talk business with Irene.
I guess. I'm falling asleep again. What's with the symbol on the right corner? Was that the Tesla tube? The Nameless Bookstore. I'm getting tired. Stop it! Seven chapters. Seriously? Someone broke into the house. Great.
Where's Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams? It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century. Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary. The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion. What happened here? What a strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
I already have touched you, moron. I wonder if man would look at those paintings.
Let's start over. Where did they bring blood? Seems like amateur work.
Oh, it was, Captain. It was.
To whom does this footprint belong?
The orderly man, apparently. Also, how's a picture of the shambling man?
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
More like gangster prone. It's probably Sanders. He did say he hired somebody.
What killed all these animals? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene?
An idiot who got tossed away by a monster.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
The occult symbol.
What the... Charles Hawkins? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
I wonder if I knew 100%.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe. Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
Page to be here as possible. Blah, blah, blah. My lies on y'all by still the following message. And the clues to the combinations are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hitting where life and steady combine. Cylinders, seriously? Cylinders.
Arkham editions. How many volumes are there in this collection?
3.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
1.
Arkham Editions.
2.
Never heard of. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Edition. Arkham Editions. How many volumes are there in this collection?
Each cylinder is numbered even. Okay. Cylinders. Maybe it's something else. Did he say the cylinders are number, or is he talking about the books?
A kind of chalice. Things are not looking good. Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay, 9. Okay, book 9.
And these red drops. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows.
Yeah.
We shall refuse to be
the chalice of knowledge.
What am I supposed to look for? What am I supposed to look for?
playthings of destiny.
The Queen has little protection. Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was... What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about. What did Drake say about this collection?
This is 7.
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
9. Where's 9 exactly?
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Which one is this one?
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular... So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
5. Okay, this is 5 and 3. 5 plus 3 is 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's 8.
What did Drake say about this collection?
That's 4.
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular
6,
volume.
7.
So these are the volumes that Drake was
2,
talking about. What did Drake say about this collection?
3,
Drake talked about a particular volume.
1.
So these are the volumes that
2,
Drake was
that's
talking
3,
about in
was
his
4.
message. What did Drake say about this collection?
Ten, 11.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
7.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Am I missing something? Okay, let me guess. 9 is last. I'm just gonna have to guess. I can tell that 9's the last one. What about the other one too?
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold.
The chalice of knowledge.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 10?
To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry.
The Queen has little
And I do
protection.
confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the and these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from
The chalice of knowledge.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
The chalice of knowledge.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's 5. Just a bunch of guessing, but that worked, I guess. Okay, I knew it was 9 and 6, and the other one, who knows what I chose. Where's 5? I don't know. That was 5 for the other one, 9 on the other side, and then the other. At least I guess it was 9. The other number was right. It's probably 5 gemstones, and the other one was, I don't know. I don't understand. Why is this stuff ridiculous? Okay, I only cheated once. What did I cheated on? Oh yeah, the piano. Yeah, that's the only thing I cheated on. Anything else? No, I've just been guessing on the other one. Okay, the globe, I've been guessing. And, this one, I knew you had to solve it with this stuff. Number 9 was the last number, which was true because of the book. Because 9 was the thing he wanted to work on. 9 was the interesting book he liked. The chalice and the chess pieces, I don't know what the heck those two were connected. I guess the gemstones told you because he said that red drops, so I guess he was talking about the gems. Red stones are the numbers, and the chess piece, I don't know what the heck the destiny was part. What? Wait. You're telling me that Charles Hawkins, the Teleco man, the one I knew, apparently broke in, and apparently, we're in another body. Whose body are we in? Exactly. Whose body are we in? Oh, so that power was ridiculous.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Very well. I'll examine him. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
I don't know. Also, does he know that we're...
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Dehydrated or something in his belly? Dehydrated?
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
He's becoming a fish.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema?
Woman, put him in the water.
Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
He's becoming a fish.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
Woman,
You know,
he's becoming a fish.
I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes.
I think he's becoming
They can't
a
have
fish.
decalcified, not at this rate.
And
Either he's
yet,
becoming fish or something's
if
possessing
there is a
him
bone
and
in
making
his
him a
arm,
fish.
it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Is he becoming a
Look
baby?
at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure
Fish.
you'll find an explanation. You have to.
My God, I'm gonna kill him.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your
What care?
imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod,
Go, Lord, he's
perhaps?
becoming a squid man.
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
Seriously?
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that
I
a
ain't gonna
threat?
get killed.
What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices.
You're not
My
Jack.
word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects. chronic insomnia, like half the island.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Is it the doctor playing that has that power, or is it my knowledge from the stinging body?
Hay fever. What's he doing here? He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other, and me. Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
I have never...
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps.
Except for...
No idea.
Maybe wondering
Passed
what the
out.
that book gave me a power to see into somebody's mind. Tell them in her
Why
mind
don't
or
you sleep a
controlling her
bit
body.
more?
Sounds good.
Mrs. Sanders? Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
So, Mrs. Sanders got teleported. Am I still in his body? Oh, is it Amy at the refrigerator somewhere?
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney. What is the boiler room key doing here? Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble. Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Yep, I'm hearing more people suffering.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Dr. Colden.
Where did my fiancé go? I hope those nutcases will stop.
I don't get why they
burdening
have
her
us
with
waiting
work.
so long. Almost no patients here.
Billy?
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well,
Alrighty.
there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have
Since you're the only
nightmares.
recurring character.
They keep me awake every night.
Oh, good
It
lord,
seems
no.
stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You
Funny,
too, Marie.
Marie's getting nightmares now. But seriously, why you're here again?
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Sepanish. Storage.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Alright.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself in trouble.
She just goes in a circle.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And we had a patient come up from the psychiatric wing. Were you able to see him?
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Do you want something?
I'll just sleep a bit more.
It's so unfair.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly. The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment. We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks. The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high. I don't have any business in the boiler room. The operating room is never accessible after an operation. Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that— Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless. I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 30, 31, 32, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 45, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60.